Welcome to our 5 on 5. We're pleased to welcome back Dr. Nancy Golden, Oregon's Chief Education Officer. Dr. Golden, thank you for being here. Appreciate it.
It's a pleasure.
All right, thank you. So what is, I know we've talked about it before, but please reiterate the 40-20-20 goal, 40-40-20 goal, excuse me. And is this right for Oregon?
So 40-40-20 is that 40% of our students will graduate from 4-year colleges, 40% from 2-year colleges, and everyone graduate high school with 20% going into the world of work with the skills to be successful in the world of work and go on to college later if they choose to do that. We believe, yes, we believe this is a very important goal to have in our state. We also know that students might choose to go to a community college first, get a license or certificate, go into the world of work, and later have the option to go back to college. We're also making sure we're working very closely with our industry, so when we're preparing students, we know we're preparing them for jobs that actually exist in our communities and will help our communities prosper.
Okay, now you've held the position for more than a year now.
Right.
I'm sure you've set some goals. Where are you at in attaining those goals?
Well, I feel very good about it. The job we had was to really create a seamless system of education. So if you take it from the point of view of a child, they can move seamlessly really from birth through college and career. So right now, we have proposed to the governor's budget some strategic investments that we think really make a huge difference. We've run a reading campaign for our families called Story Time, where families have learned that if you talk to your children, read to your children, play with your children, you're teaching them the pre-literacy skills. So by the time they get to preschool or kindergarten, they're really on track to be proficient readers at 3rd grade, which is such a great way, a gateway skill. So we've got benchmarks all along the way. We want to make sure that chronic absenteeism is eliminated. We want to make sure that we have strong readers, that strong math students in 5th and 8th grade, that 9th grade students are on track to graduate, which means they have the credits to graduate, and in 12th grade that they have an opportunity to have 3 college courses. So, and that college is affordable and students complete. So we've set those as our outcomes. And what we've done is the strategic investments that we are wanting to invest in and want our legislators to support us in really help us to meet those outcomes all along the pathway. Of course, you know the governor and I believe in investing early. We've got to make sure our students from 0 to 5 really have the core skills so they come to kindergarten ready to learn. And then once we get that in 3rd grade reading, it's much easier to move forward along the pathway.
Now, you had an interesting story, and I'm encouraging kids to go to college. You had a great interaction with a child. Share that story with our viewers.
So I was in a school, and typically when you're used to being in schools and you don't see a little key around the neck that says, I'm going to the bathroom, you stop to make sure the little guy's going to the right place. And when I stopped and I asked this little guy, where are you going? He said to me, I'm going to college. So he's ready, and that's our job to get him there. And really, that's what I stay very focused on in this job is how do we support this child in seamlessly moving along that pathway.
And where are we right now with the legislature? Do you work directly with them in attaining more funding for education, or is that where you work with the governor?
So, you know, I work with the governor and his education policy person, but the strategic investments we suggested, many of them ended up in the governor's budget, and now, you know, the governor will be working with the co-chairs, and they'll just start having the kind of dialogue you do back and forth to make sure we've got the right balance between having enough resources going to our educational entities, and that we do make some strategic investments that stay very focused on skills that leverage the next set of skills, like 3rd grade reading.
Very good. Dr. Golden, great to see you again. Thanks so much for being here.
Great to see you, too.
All right, stay with us. We'll be right back.